Hi, this is Anthony. Welcome to my show, where I look at investing in the stock market, among other things. So today's video is going to be one in response to a couple previous ones where viewers have asked me specific questions in the comment section of those videos. Remember, this is not financial or investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor, just someone on YouTube providing entertainment. But before we start, could I get you to please click the subscribe button? It would really help me out in building a following on YouTube. And to begin with, originally I bought one share of Nano stock. I had $6 and change in cash in my Roth account. Everything else was already invested in other companies. So I thought I'd buy a share of Nano stock symbol NNDM. It actually went up after I bought it because everyone was hyping it on YouTube, but then started sliding down, which has been its general trend. I do not wish anything bad for this company. I want them to succeed. I want investors in the company to succeed also. But the whole purpose of investing is to make money. And the purpose of my videos is to help you make money. And sometimes that's pointing out that investing in certain stocks is not going to make you money, and that your money is better invested someplace else. And while I don't own any shares directly now, I do own some exchange-traded funds which no doubt have some Nano in them. Here's the first question that I will address. They have about $500 million more in cash on hand than their current market cap. Does this bode well for the stock moving forward, or would this likely mean the company will make poor purchases, use the cash for corporate bonuses? And a second related comment, is $1.3 billion in cash a bad balance sheet? Just wondering your standpoint on that. Unfortunately, we don't really know with precision how much cash they have. Being a foreign company, in their case Israel, listed on NASDAQ, they actually have looser rules than American-based companies listed on American exchanges. It looks like they supply their financials about 3 months after the end of the quarter. So we have financials from September 2021, but not the fourth quarter financials, which would be December 2021. Looking at book value, which is basically the breakup value, it's the cash on hand plus value of equipment, there was a big jump from quarter 4 of 2020 to quarter 1 of 2021. But I believe that that is due to a secondary share offering where they sold more shares. So that's not revenue, but money that they made from diluting the shares of existing stockholders. From there, if you look, the tangible book value has been sliding throughout calendar year 2021, which also happens to be their fiscal year. And for the most part, the other relevant numbers have been going down, certainly in the last half of 2021 with the numbers that the company has supplied. But again, most stocks, and especially high-tech stocks, are not primarily valued on their book value. They are valued on what expected revenues will be in the future, and hopefully those revenues are net profits. So let's look at their income statement. The first column, marked TTM, is the trailing 12 months, so the past year based on the financials that they've given so far, which again, as I've pointed out, Q3 2021 is the most recent quarter that they provided financials on. So let's look at the past 4 quarters. A year ago, they lost $17.4 million. Q1, they lost $9.3 million. Q2, they lost $13.7 million. In Q3, they lost $18.7 million. Let's go down and look at the earnings per share. The basic and diluted earnings per share are the same. Q4 of 2020, they had a loss of 20 cents per share. Then they lost 5 cents per share in Q1 of 2021. Q2, they also lost 5 cents per share. And then the loss deepened in Q3 of 2021 to 7 cents per share. I won't read the numbers for the total operating income, but those are all losses. Their expenses, which are on the next line, are going up, and the earnings before income and taxes, again, we see a trend of losing more and more money. And you also see that in the net income from continuing operations, and the same thing with normalized earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, or EBITDA. Here's another comment. So I hate to point out the obvious here. I am sure you did a lot of research when you put this video together, like look at the chart and not listen to any of the investor calls. Look at the chart and not understand their tech. Yep, a lot of research. The truth of the fact is that all growth companies have lost about 80% of their value in the past year Just because you want to sound right, you have ignored the whole market and are simply picking on this because Kathy picked it. That's so ignorant, but hey, I guess in this world people are willing to do anything to be right. I believe that this comment was left on an older video that I did on Nano. I've done one subsequent to this one, and I've pointed out that the market has been going down year to date. So is it a fact that all growth companies have lost about 80% of their value in the past year? To save time, I'm not going to look at the past 52 weeks. I'm going to look at the year to date and then look at the longer term return on various securities. It's easy enough for anyone to look at these charts for just the 1 year return if you're interested. I'm not neglecting that because it disproves my contention. Before we look at Nano, let's look at some other names. So what have the triple Qs done this year to date? They're down 12.45%, but in the past year, they're up 179.56%. How about Amazon, which for full disclosure is my largest holding? Year to date, it's down 16.29%, but for the past 5 years, it's up a respectable 241%. How about Tesla, my second largest holding? Year to date, down a little over 21%. 5-year track record, up almost 1,766%. NVIDIA, year to date, down a little over 22%. Past 5 years, up a little over 736%. So year to date, in about 3 weeks, how much has Nano dropped? 20.2%. So how about Nano in the 6 years and 3 months since it IPO'd? It has lost 95.93%. Now, some people have pointed out in a previous video that I've done that there was a 10-for-1 reverse split in the past. I understand that, and so do the financial reporting websites. So what we're looking at takes that into account. So there's a couple takeaways here. One, the charts don't lie. The charts have been screen captured today as I produce this video. You can easily check any chart yourself online. The chart for Nano is terrible. The charts only show you what has happened in the past, not necessarily what the future will bring. Financial numbers and tables show you what the past has been, not necessarily what the future will be if there are material improvements in a company's business and finances. And while they say past performance is no guarantee of future performance, past performance is past performance, and past performance is indicative of potential future performance. Remember, the whole purpose of investing is to make money. We all on occasion invest in a stock that goes down, and in hindsight it was a bad pick, but we can't get attached to particular stocks. Regardless of the name or the product or the industry, we have to ask ourselves, if we hold on, are we really going to make money? And if so, could we still make more money in something else? Sure, Nano has gone down 20% year to date, just like everything else. But in the past 5 years, everything has been going up, except Nano. A portfolio of random stocks picked by a monkey throwing darts at the Wall Street Journal has resulted in a profit. Investing in Nano has not. If you have a small number of shares of Nano and wanted to hold on to them because you think maybe in the future the company's fortunes will improve and the stock will go up, under normal circumstances, I would say that that's perfectly fine. But what I've pointed out in just about every one of my previous Nano videos is this. It is likely that at these low prices, Nano will execute another reverse split, probably another 10-for-1 reverse split. The problem with reverse splits is that many brokerage accounts take a hefty fee when this happens. My broker is a well-known one and charges $38 for a reverse split. This is called a mandatory reorganization fee. Positive splits never incur administrative fees in accounts, but reverse splits can. I don't have any inside knowledge that they will enact a reverse split anytime soon, but based on the history of Nano, which has had a reverse split before because the price got too low, and also looking at other stocks that enter penny stock territory, I believe that it is very likely that they will have a reverse split. And if you hold on to it through the reverse split and you have it in a brokerage account that charges you a fee, you could well lose about $40 from that charge. Obviously, if you have it on a platform that doesn't charge a reorganization fee, then great. You won't get hit with that. But I still think that over the medium to long term, this is not going to be a very good investment. Again, my purpose with these videos is not to prove that I'm right and you're wrong, simply to try to analyze the future potential of certain stocks as an investment and what potential risks there may be. I want to be a successful investor, and I want you to be a successful investor. Take what I have to say with a grain of salt and do further research besides what you've already done and what I've pointed out. I do really appreciate everyone's comments on my videos. Even if you really disagree with me, I would still love for you to leave a comment. It would really help me out if you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also, please view my other videos, and if you like them, click the like button. I'm on Instagram at Anthony R.R. Mills. You can follow me there. Thanks for watching.